Hi there, listener. You're about to experience TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games, and there will be plenty of game talk, but also copious amounts of crude, off-color, offensive, and immature speech. So if you are of a rather sensitive humor constitution, we're just letting you know what you're in for with this show. It has games. It has jokes. You know, just games and jokes. Take the games, take the jokes, and have a good time.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens twice a week where two old guys beg for you to send us shit so we don't have to make up intro stories.
They paid off.
And we
paid off.
got it. We got a package today. Or Nicole got a package the other day and brought it to Dave.
We got a long package.
A long package.
Yeah.
Package to the TADPOG prom committee from beloved Adam Long.
He put a bunch of extra O's in it. I like that.
And now we know his address.
Yeah. Whenever someone sends us stuff, we actually cut the address out and file it in like the creepiest manila folder.
Put him on the TADPOG fan wall.
Yeah.
But today, we talked about last week, all calls.
Yep. We've been waiting. And people actually called us, which is awesome.
Awesome. Hopefully, we'll get through the ones for last year. Clear out all our 2015 calls.
That's a good goal. That's our resolution.
All right, so Adam's long box.
Yes.
Open this up.
All right.
It's pretty heavy. So the shipping was about $7. So
Yeah.
there's some shit in it. And there's bubble wrap. I don't think I've seen bubble wrap before.
Fancy.
Oh, letter.
Okay.
All right.
What's it say?
Should I read it first and make sure it doesn't say, please don't read this in the air? Because we get those sometimes. I don't see it.
What's it written on? That looks like
Cardboard.
cardboard. Okay.
So I guess I'll read this until, then if it says, please don't read this in the air, I'll
We'll
stop reading it.
And it's probably at the end.
Tyler and Dave. What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam. I'm not sure what that says.
Let's context clues it out.
This has been a long time coming. Just wanted to send some love for the Annex, so please enjoy these super random Nintendo merch to distribute amongst yourselves as you please. To aid Sabretooth's goal of purifying all SNES games, I wanted to send this
Playing
all SNES games. I wanted it.
We'll also purify them though.
He writes similar to me,
Yeah.
so you think I'd be able to read this?
You think that'd be helpful?
I wanted to send this gem for you to play. I only have two requests. One,
Do not read this on the air. Two,
wait to play this until Jacob is around to join. I imagine his rap knowledge is as plentiful as his basketball knowledge.
is it street hoops?
This will be the perfect addition to the cast. He's actually right. Jacob does know a lot about rap. Please two. All sorts of fuck. Please take the time to get together one night to play this together. Games are best with friends, so whenever the three of you and whoever else you want to include on the fun can get together to play, I'm patient. Thanks for all you do. I will write again soon and call in sooner. Love you, Adam Long.
Man, that was really sweet.
Was
That was
sweet.
a really sweet note.
That's why he's beloved.
Yeah, he earned it. He truly did.
All right. First thing I'm just going to reach in and pull out.
Yep.
Super Mario Maker Snow Globe? Yeah.
Cool.
Limited edition Snow Globe.
What's inside of it?
It's looks like just a Mario level. An 8-bit Mario level.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, Mario made out of the blocks. Awesome.
And then a light up LED ornament. Legend of Zelda.
Sweet.
Looks like a Termina Field.
So Josh just woke up wherever he is. Josh just came online.
Let's say another LED Christmas ornament.
Sweet.
That is Super Mario Galaxy 2. Looks like one of the planets.
Electric Boogaloo.
That's pretty cool. This is some good merch.
Yeah, really.
A pack of candy cigarettes. Okay, well, this is edible, so we're going to have to pop it open.
Yep. Adam, where'd you get all this stuff, man?
I mean, he got these from 1985.
Yeah.
Heck, I've had a caddy cigarette in a long time.
I've never had one.
I don't know this would be a trigger for you.
Yeah. This would be my first.
Because the other day I was just congratulating you on how awesome it is. You've been clean for so long.
Well, thank you. Oh, so you just bite them. Oh, this is like the Lick-O-Made stick, but it's just the stick.
It's a lot crumblier.
But I'm hungry enough that this is delicious right now.
It does taste like a less sweet, chalkier version of the Lick-O-Made sticks.
What brand is this?
Stallion. Candy. Each, let's see. Oh, the whole package is 48 calories.
How many is in the package?
It just says one package. One package contains one package, 48 calories.
All right. It's science. Also, I'm addicted to cigarettes again.
Here is a Splatoon water gun.
Oh man, that looks like a miniature Super Soaker 50.
It does, yeah.
Doesn't
it's like
it?
a
The color
handheld
scheme
it's
and
got
everything.
the Wii U.
Oh no
symbol
shit!
on it there.
That's awesome. So we should definitely stop the show, fill us up with water, and then squirt each other, right?
Oh, another pack of candy cigarettes.
Oh, we gotta open it.
These are Kings.
Let's taste the difference.
See if Kings and Stallion.
That's the King's slogan. The King's candy cigarette slogan is "You'll taste the difference."
Got to tap into your dark side.
Yeah.
Is there a dramatic difference in cigarette brands?
I don't know so much as like the brands themselves, but like there are definitely differences between certain cigarettes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they just taste different.
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay.
Yeah, they just taste different. These are thicker. Oh man. We're about to get some spoiled on Kings. Tastes the same.
Yep.
Tastes exactly the same.
Also 48 calories. Ingredients: dextrose, cornstarch, corn syrup, tapioca, beef gelatin, and artificial flavors.
You know, I can really taste the beef. I can really taste. There's a lot of beef gelatin in this one tonight, Ma.
And last, probably the best, let's see, a Super Nintendo game.
What is it?
Rap Jam. It's a basketball game that says Rap Jam.
That's what we got to play with Jacob.
I think it says Rap Jam basketball game.
No way, give it here.
Rap Jam maybe that's volume 1. Yeah, Rap Jam volume 1.
Rap Jam basketball game though.
That's all I'm
Like
saying.
that. We need to make that game. Like right after the Captain Ron RPG, we gotta make a basketball game. Rap Jam. Oh, I could totally see how that you thought that was a basketball game.
I wonder if we put this in here on purpose, but here is a cigarette lighter to USB port. So anything else in here? What's this small thing tucked in the corner? Oh, he's really sending us this? And you just go to the gas station and like, I'll take these candy cigarettes, I'll take this, throw them in there.
Hey Adam, what's your adapter back? Just let us know. We'll mail it to you. Otherwise, we'll keep it as a totem item.
Oh,
That was good.
that was good.
That's a really good. Adam, you got a really good package,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Better than all the stuff with heads that Josh Edwards sent us.
Josh, why your package got so many heads, dude?
I thought you guys loved to eat stuff with faces. That was your favorite thing.
You know, I like to confront the animal that I'm about to consume.
Well, that's the best way to do it. I think Mark Zuckerberg said that. Got a text message reply.
Is it from Miller? Can we tell a story?
I hope so. All right, because I got a text message.
Yeah.
I got a text message from Miller today that made me laugh, and I wanted to read it on the air. So I just texted him to make sure I could.
Okay.
And he said he'd be
said-
honored.
Oh, man.
So this is the text I got from Miller at 3:13 p.m. today. We recently have had a pretty bad blizzard here in Western Kentucky. So
Why is he telling you that? You live here.
no, this is me explaining
Oh.
this text. So we've all been snowed in for the last like 2 or 3 days. So he says, between a conference this past week and being snowed in, I've essentially been drunk for 6 days straight. Today I tell Becky there's a basketball game and I'm getting day drunk. What you drinking, she asks. Red Bull and vodka, says I. As I walk out to smoke a cigarette, she says, I really wish you'd cut back on the Red Bull. Hashtag priorities.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good joke, Miller. I like that. I like that. Should we play the Opera House theme behind it? I love that Miller came up because we were talking about the hamster dance before we started
Yep.
recording the show.
More like have I told that story? Like
No, I don't think so.
that Meg's back in college, Meg, she wasn't allowed. She's a big animal person. She wasn't allowed to have
She's
pets in
literally
her dorm.
part
She's
animal.
She's actually
She's
a large
an animal
Do you guys
person.
not know the Meg was a large? She's actually a kangaroo that learned to speak.
They haven't.
The large-breasted kangaroo that knows how to speak.
They haven't formed a term for this yet, so they just call him an animal person. The case is so rare. They haven't called the guy who names the disease.
I thought I'd be alone forever. Then it was like, oh, there's my fetish, animal person. So she wasn't allowed to have animals in her dorm, but she was able to sneak in a hamster. So she had Norbert, named after Norbert Leo Butz, the Broadway star, in her dorm for a while. And then whenever she moved in with, it was, we lived just her and I, then we moved into a place with Josh. And she had her hamster there on her desk, and we'd all play Final Fantasy 11. And then everyone's over there playing Final Fantasy 11 one day, and I hear her scream, and she's like, I think my hamster's dead. So I go over to the cage, and oh yeah, he is dead. So I didn't know what else to do, so I grabbed a bunch of toilet paper. I reached in, wrapped him up, put him in a shoebox, and put him in the freezer because I'll go bury him later.
You mummified him.
Yes. And of course, Miller was there, close in proximity to Meg. So while I'm doing this, he is looking up. He wants to know proper rights to bury a hamster, which apparently is a big thing in Korea. So he starts reading up all sorts of Korean hamster funeral rites.
In Korean. He's fluent.
He's fluent Korean. And then Meg, it makes her cry and laugh at the same time when he starts playing the hamster dance. So from the original sites, we've got all the little Hamtaro hamsters turning in circles in that song.
Man, I forgot about that until we were talking about it before you turned on the mics. I fucking love Miller.
I do too. You can take some calls now?
Yeah, let's take some calls. Did we tell everybody who we are? They know, right? That you're Tyler.
We didn't have any. Yeah, no, they can figure it out. It's fine. This one's a game.
Yes.
You got to figure out which host is who.
Well, I just gave you one of them, listener. So if you can't fucking figure it out. Yes, we got some calls. Thank you very much for everybody who called because we were running low for a bit. Here's a call from 651. Tyler, you prepared? Mm-hmm. All right.
Motherfucking TADPOG, Cody here. I've been in a big D&D mode lately. My previous call, I believe, was a D&D call. I can't remember.
I think it was.
It's been too long, and you guys, I don't even think have gotten anywhere near close to it on your all-call shows. But since I've been in the D&D mode, I know me and other couple fans, and I say fans, like we all don't know who they are, getting together to play some D&D now. And it got me thinking. I listened to Tomb of Horrors Part 2 again. I think that was what my last call was about. And I heard a lot of chomping and eating.
You can come in, Meg.
Now, that's what I usually get for D&D. Like, D&D days, I'll usually go pick up a few pizzas. I just wanted to know, what are both yours, or all of yours, favorite snacks, whoever's on the show, favorite snacks for playing D&D? What's the best goodies to eat? All right, well, keep on fucking that chicken. Peace out.
Well, that's our new outline. Goodbye, tropical Capricorn. Hello. Keep on fucking that chicken.
Favorite D&D snacks. I feel like typically we'll order pizza and eat pizza while we game, or Chinese food.
But think way back, because that's kind of recently. Like that's
way
like
back.
Think about like
Balls.
You used to drink those balls, energy.
Why do you like to eat balls? I used to eat Dave's balls every time we game.
he told you about that.
Yeah, my early caffeine preference was the beverage balls, BAWLS.
Yeah, right.
You bet. No, I'd have Josh drink a lot of it and I'd eat his balls.
That's back when I drank bold, robust, full flavored Coca-Cola
Oh,
instead of my extra chemically Coke Zero.
you remember we used to drink whenever we'd game at your house those Rockstar oranges.
Oh, yeah.
Rockstar juiced.
Yep. No, I've upgraded. to the 0-calorie Monster Absolutely Zero that you have stocked in the fridge, especially for me.
Yep. Because I like the rehab tea plus lemonade, and you don't. So I keep 2 distinct boxes of Monster in there for us.
I love that they have a drink named Rehab. I love it. I love it. This is how people get hooked and brought into the Monster energy drink culture. Like, this is the beginning of a bad thing.
I've got a meth problem, and I brought it at the tattoo of the monster claws on my back. So I'm gonna drink Rehab and get over it all.
In 5 years, you guys are gonna be like, whatever happened to Dave? Well, he got really hooked on the Monster culture, remember?
He went full tilt.
Yeah.
He went from Monster to wearing tap out gear, and then he died in the UFC octagon. When Ken Shamrock murdered Dave in a UFC octagon, he drank so much Monster he thought he could compete.
I'm absolutely 0% gonna win this fight.
But if I drink a Monster, I'll get amped up, and I can take him. I can take anybody.
Have y'all seen Popeye?
Where's that fucking Ronda Rousey bitch? She hosted a decent SNL last night.
Did she? Mm-hmm. I didn't know she was on.
Better than most athletes.
Yeah, that's a pretty low bar, right?
It's a pretty low bar. I used to eat a lot of pork rinds. Remember that my first exposure to pork rinds was you bringing a bag over when we'd game.
I exposed you first to pork rinds?
Yep.
Man.
I'd never seen them eaten until you ate them.
Oh, yeah. I used to get that a lot.
I remember, back at your house, everybody smoked but Meg and I. So I guess that was a popular thing to eat while we were gaming.
I was going to say smoked. So, circus peanuts. We used to eat those a lot. Candy corn.
Cashews.
Lick-a-maid.
But what, Meg, can you think of anything during gaming that we used to eat a lot?
Just a massive amount of garbage that took years off our lives.
Yeah. We never
Maybe
did.
not years, right?
We never eaten no, let's eat celery and raisins.
Yeah. Way to be a bummer.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be a bummer. Wasn't there a sunflower? Miller
Oh,
and
sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
that was a mess for a long time.
Did you put newspaper?
You kind of got in that for a little bit, but I feel like it was Miller's thing for.
Oh yeah,
it was his big thing for a while.
I still love me some sunflower seeds.
Pistachios. I think somebody did pistachios for a little while.
I think you're putting on airs a little bit.
Am I?
Mostly we ate garbage.
Yeah.
Tyler's trying to put on air, saying that we ate them kale chips.
Man, you know we didn't eat no nuts.
You didn't have any healthy fats.
Or maybe I just didn't notice because I was shoveling garbage into my face. Funyuns, I know.
Cigarettes and pork rinds. And Rockstar juice.
That's
in that case,
one.
yes, we definitely shaved years off of our lives. Because Meg and I didn't smoke. We were sitting there in the middle of it, so we basically were smoking.
I'm sorry.
Just not the fun parts.
I'm sorry we killed y'all.
Tyler always rocked the big sandwich.
Yeah, that's true. The Walmart big sandwich.
Yeah.
It's 90% bread with like one piece of bologna in the middle. That'll be $6, sir. That's fair.
It's a
good price.
steal.
It's a good deal.
It's got one package of mayonnaise and one package of mustard for a foot of, for a whole foot of
quad
sandwich.
sandwich, essentially.
Yeah, man. I did salt and vinegar Pringles for a while till I got burned out on those badly. I still love salt and vinegar chips, but I can't go back to Pringles.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have like the equivalent of acid flashbacks or something?
Yeah, pretty much. Because I remember, man, I'd eat them till my mouth was sore.
Say that again slower.
Just until my mouth was just sore and stinging with all the sour. Where are you going? Where are you going, Meg?
My TADPOG!
You don't want to take calls?
I don't have a baby monitor. I forgot to hook up.
Oh, she's already in bed? Okay. Yeah, I guess that's probably... I'm trying to think. The first time we gamed over at Josh and Nicole's house, Nicole felt like she needed to make food. I used to do stuff where I would cook for the last session.
Yeah.
I remember I made... One time in one of my games, you went to an Asian sort of setting and I made sushi. And then seafood stew one time when you went to like some kind of a port city.
Yeah.
So I used to do stuff like that.
That was cool.
The chicken nuggets.
Yeah, you bought a bunch of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets.
Huge tray of Chick-fil-A
Is it
chicken
time
nuggets.
to tell the story? Because this is like, I was going to say that for an intro, but
He asked a question about it.
I mean, we got here organically.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm all warmed up. I feel like if I did this as an intro, I'd be all like, and then this happened,
Yeah.
and it was horrible. Yeah, I remember those chicken nuggets because I got really excited because,
We lived in Murray. We gamed in Murray. Paducah's a good 45-minute trip.
yep.
So I
And
drove to Paducah to get the huge tray of chicken nuggets.
because Paducah had a Chick-fil-A and Murray didn't. So when I found out that you were getting a fucking Chick-fil-A nugget platter, that is some fancy shit, man. I was like, holy man, Tyler's really serious about this gaming stuff. He's gonna bring a big old thing of chicken nuggets and drive a good at least 90 minutes to make it all happen. He's gotta call the Chick-fil-A people. They gotta prep it. I mean, their wheels just turning in the
I have to
background.
walk in the mall because that's where our Chick-fil-A was.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Thanks for giving me that like really bad case of feeling like I'm really old.
The Chick-fil-A's still in the mall. They just
Yeah.
have another one slightly outside of the mall.
Yeah, because no one goes to the one in the mall anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's much quicker to actually stop, go in the mall, get it, and leave than go through the drive-thru at the
No
Chick-fil-A.
shit.
Yeah.
All right, lesson learned. I know what I'm doing. Man, so it was so much chicken. It was so much chicken. In your sessions, when we were in college,
I think it was my last session. So
yeah,
it was like,
it was like a finale kind of deal.
It was a good 12 hours of gaming.
Yeah, and like that's not. I mean, that's a long session. But when we were in college playing D&D, like, I mean, it was not crazy to have like 6 hours.
If it wasn't like a shift at work.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. Because like it could easily go 6 or 7 hours, which is like. It's really, really weird to me now. Like, this is a sign that I have not grown up, apparently, enough at least. Because, like, when I play D&D now, because I'm an adult, unfortunately, and I play with other adults, like, we can get, like, 3 hours. And then, like, sometimes, I mean, like, on really, really great nights, we get, like, 4 hours or 4.5 hours. And that, like, makes me so sad for, like, when... I just remember back when we could play for like, it didn't even matter. Like, I mean, no one was ever like, what time are we stopping? Like, that didn't even enter anyone's fucking mind.
Whatever girls we were playing with would fall asleep. So then we knew, like, okay, like 2 more hours and we're going to have to quit.
God, I missed that. So that was one of those nights. That was one of these like marathon nights. And we kind of like noshed, I believe is the correct term. We grazed on the Chick-fil-A nugget tray all night. And then once we were all full, they kind of just sat there on your counter. Just a big old heap of chicken meat, breaded chicken meat just hanging out on your counter.
This is a common practice of Papa John's Pizza. Because, like, all the time, like, we would game, I'd leave whatever pizza on the table, go to bed, wake up, eat that same pizza as I'm walking in the living room the next morning.
Yeah.
And I guess there are enough preservatives in Papa John's Pizza where that's totally fine. You don't have to refrigerate it at all.
Man, the next morning, like, which I didn't sleep, of course. We didn't sleep. It was just like, we ended and it was like, oh, it's morning time. Time to go home. This is when I remember, because I had to drive back to Paducah, because this is when I lived with John, when I lived with John Turley. So it's the next morning, and I'm like, oh man, I haven't eaten a bunch of chicken in like 5 hours. And then I saw the chicken tray sitting there, and I was like, all right, there's plenty of chicken left. There's like so much chicken left. And I had probably had I had definitely had too much chicken the night before.
Because I bet I got like the $60
Oh, dude,
like,
yeah.
enormous tray.
Oh, it was, because I remember I think we all chipped in $5, and it was like, there were a lot of us playing.
Yeah.
So it was definitely the expensive tray. I ate so much more chicken. I tried to hair of the dog my chicken hangover, and I ate a bunch more chicken nuggets. And I was like, oh, I ate until I was like, just could not eat anymore. I just physically could not eat any more chicken nuggets. And so I get in my car, I leave your place, I get in my car, I drive back to Paducah. On my way, like my stomach kind of like, yeah, it's like rolling around.
It's talking orcish to you. Okay.
And it's like, oh, this does not feel good. So I got to get home. I get home, and then like I was so exhausted. It hit me like the moment I got out of my car when I landed in Paducah. I get out of my car, I'm just hit with exhaustion because I've been up for a very long time and I've been like using my brain and trying to think creatively for like 12 hours. And that's just like the only thing I can think about is crawling into bed. That's the only thing that I want to do at this moment is crawl into bed. So I opened the door to John Turley's apartment. Nikki and I lived together in one room in John Turley's small apartment. We had enough space in that room. By the way, thank you, John, because we got to live the rent was like so low because we were like already kind of living in a shitty apartment. And it's like, well, how much would rent for a one room in a shitty apartment be? And not much. So I remember I opened the door and I remember just crawling up the stairs, fucking exhausted. I remember I didn't even take my clothes off. And I crawled up in the bed, and the room was so small. I can't emphasize enough how small the room was.
Your bed took up a good 3/4 of the room.
Yeah, I mean, it
like
did.
You had bed, computer desk, a small area to walk through. And
yeah,
that's it.
And we're recording in a garage that is now a recording annex, of course, which is
four of those rooms.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably like 4 of the rooms. You're not lying. So I crawl up in the bed. And I just pass out because that's.
I bet from where the edge of this table is to the door to right behind you was the size of that room.
Yeah.
Because you had enough room for a bed and then.
No, it was smaller than that. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. But regardless.
Because everybody can see this room and it's great podcasting. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I wasn't going to point that out, but I'm glad that you did. So I crawl into bed. I'm too tired to even get out of my clothes. I'm going to sleep in my clothes. Nikki's already asleep. She's been sleeping cozily all night like a responsible person who needs to go to work the next morning. I remember waking up and I was looking at the ceiling and my stomach like really hurt. Like it really hurt. It felt like someone just like punched me 3 times in the stomach. And I'm like, so I'm curled up in the fetal position. I open my eyes and I know not too much time has passed because Nikki is still asleep next to me. And I'm like, oh, I got to get to the bathroom. I'm going to be sick. I'm going to shit myself. And as soon as I moved, I realized, oh, I've already shit myself a lot. There was so much. And I remember Nikki and I were just dating at that point. I think I was like doing the math in my head, like, okay, we've been dating for how many years? Like, is this a deal breaker? Like, is she gonna be done after she sees
if
this
our relationship
work?
has a boss's energy bar, how much will this take off it?
This was like a boss battle. Cause like I remember and I was like, oh God, what do? Do I like try to like stealthily clean this up like around her? Like how am I?
Or do you scoop it over closer to her and be like, what did you do?
just make a trail up to her butt. Well, I don't know. That's gross though. And I had no idea what to do, and I just decided I had to make a decision, man. It was like mission control, like sending these like desperate messages to the space station. It's like, all right, she's gonna wake up from the smell of this in like 4 fucking seconds. You gotta make a decision. And I decided to wake her up, tell her. I remember waking her up, and she just got like, what's up? And I'm like, I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm really sick, and I just
somebody broke into the house.
John
and shit betwixt us.
John came home really drunk, and I'm mad about it.
You brought him a really angry note and put it on the fridge.
So I said, hey, I pooped a lot in the bed. And I just couldn't. I just like, she must have like, this is a true test, I think, of her character and how she felt about me. She is not a poop person. Let's go ahead. I'm just going to put that on the record. She's not into poop or anything like that. She was like so kind about it. And like, she was like, oh, that's not good. Get out of bed. And she gets me out of bed.
We need to put you in a home.
Yeah, exactly. Go with these men that I've called. And John's already in a straitjacket because they bought my story about him shitting in our bed. Oh man, I remember she got me to the bathroom and then she just took care of it like some kind of like poop sheet fairy. It was just like no questions asked. It was never brought up what happened to those sheets. She's never been like, even in like the heat of a really like deep trash bag argument, she has never been like, hey, you remember the time you shit the bed, motherfucker? Remember the time I cleaned that up for you because you were drunk on nuggets? Who even gets drunk on nuggets?
That nug drunk.
Not once. So, thank you, sweetheart, if you're listening, which you're not, but I understand.
You don't have that hour commute anymore. You're not listening.
Yeah.
I would have straight up just scooped up the fitted sheet and thrown it in the garbage can outside, and that'd been it. But like, all right, when we get up, we're going to Bed Bath & Beyond. We're getting more sheets.
That wouldn't have been enough for me, man. Like, I would have had to like burn that bed so I could like, with this bed, my shame goes as well. I offer my shame up to you, atmosphere. So how did we get on that? D&D snacks.
Yep.
Thanks, Cody. I'm really glad that you're running a D&D game for some of the TADPOG listeners. That is a cool thing. I also hear that you haven't been feeling well recently, Cody. So I hope that you feel better soon.
I hope you have somebody to clean up when you shit the bed.
Yes, I also hope that, because I'm not going to do it.
Hope Fish Lifter Jay will clean up your shit. Because I hope you guys live together and sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, one of them is actually the other's butler. We just don't know it.
I picture you both, instead of Bert and Ernie, you're just both Ernie and you live together.
That should be the next like prime time spinoff, Muppet spinoff, Ernie's. And it's just two Ernies. And they're doing very adult things.
Well, like my daughter says in her weird French accent, for only that one word, Ernie.
Papa, Ernie?
Because like everything else, she says like baby talk, but Ernie, yeah, Ernie.
I love it. I think we should all pick a French word. Like, we should all pick a word that we say in a French accent.
Like the Giada de Lorena style, like full tilt. She says the Italian words, like extremely Italian. We'll have that one word we just say super French.
All right, we got another call. This is from 270. Good chance it might be Taryn. Taryn, why don't I have you in my phone book? I need to add you. There we go.
Good morning, TADPOG. Hello, this is Taryn. It is around 7 a.m. I'm heading into work. I'm almost there. Already listening to the Monday episode, and I just had to stop and tell a story because you might not want to joke about killing people at the Chuck E. Cheese / Showbiz Pizza
Did we do
Western
that?
Kentucky. Because if you do remember, Tyler, you may remember this. I don't think, Dave, you lived there then, but when I was around 5 or 6 years old, so, like 90, 91, somewhere in there, a little girl was taken into the bathroom at Showbiz, and they cut off all her hair and dressed her like a boy and kidnapped her, and they never found her.
Damn.
And like for that entire summer,
a likely
and,
story.
Granted, we didn't even live in Paducah. We lived in Benton. I was not allowed to play outside by myself until I had to be outside with someone at all times because my mom was afraid that someone was going to come and cut all my hair off and kidnap me. But
Leave me.
anyway, that's a lovely Monday morning story, and I hope that brightens everyone's week. And, hey, maybe that little girl had a good life. I don't know.
No.
Maybe her abductive parents took good care of her.
No.
I'm not sure. But
No.
anyway, I love the lure and history of Showbiz Pizza / Chuck E. Cheese. And I think I've mentioned it on the show before, but if you ever get a chance, you need to watch the documentary about it called The Rockefeller Explosion. And it's about the gentleman that invented the animatronics, and he is a fucking nut job. But it's great. So anyway, my question is, what was your favorite game at Showbiz / Chuck E. Cheese? I'm going to have to go with Skee-Ball or the Whack-A-Mole. Both were my favorite, and they seem to give the most amount of tickets. So, hope you're doing well. Maybe we'll get to see you at Christmas. It's going to be a very quick trip. So, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great week. Bye-bye. Oh, and I'm sober right now.
It's 7 a.m. I'm sober.
I might be sober. We'll see. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Taryn. That was an awesome call, except for all the bummers you rained down on us.
I couldn't play by myself until my boobs came in, and I couldn't be dressed as a boy.
Yeah, wait a minute.
It's a good thing Taryn was an early bloomer, or she wouldn't get to go outside until high school.
That little boy's got great tits. That little boy's got banging titties.
That little boy's going to have a 10-year career at Hooters. I did not give a fuck about tickets at Showbiz, period.
No, you didn't.
So when I was there,
smart.
My favorite game was Turtles and the 4-player Ninja Turtles. Occasionally, I would do Skee-Ball, or for some reason, just waste money on that one game where you're controlling like a dinosaur gun, and you flip a quarter up into various like spots on this wall.
No, I don't remember that.
Because it's like
dinosaur gun.
It's like it looks like a gun, but it's pointed down, and it flips up the coin like you're flipping it with your thumb.
Where does the dinosaur come into play?
Because it had like a dinosaur head on the end of the gun, and then it was like you were facing a jungle wall, and then it had holes in it where you would try to flip this quarter up and land it in there.
You remember when we were kids and shit didn't have to make sense? We're just like, whoa, look, it's got a dinosaur head on it. There's no fucking explanation for this.
I remember that weird game where you would fire off the potato gun-ish thing where you would
at
fire
the clown
bullets
heads
at the weird, awful looking clown. Looked like, I don't know, like the janitor at your school had the really long broom. It looked like the two ends of that died, and then it had a clown face painted on it.
Right.
Yeah.
That was my favorite game.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it felt like, I loved it. I felt like I was like firing at TIE fighters from the Millennium Falcon. Because it like had these like handles on either side. It was this big
Because
like.
the Millennium Falcon fired one large round every 30 seconds.
Come on, man. It's all I had. I had to work with what I got, you know? I didn't have an actual Millennium Falcon I could hop into. Oh, but yeah, you know what? I was all about those tickets. I had to get my boom box that was back behind the counter. That would like, if you do the math on it, it's like, that's gonna be a $2,000 JVC boom box. I would like, man, I used to like, okay, so Skee-Ball was great because I think we've talked about this on the show before, but like the Skee-Ball machine was perfect because when tickets would come out, you could keep pulling on the tickets.
Yeah.
And if you just kept pulling just right, the tickets wouldn't perf and it would just come right on. You could just milk the tickets right out of that machine. But the fun all ended when my tits came in. And then
You couldn't go into ship.
people stopped buying me tokens. The Rockefeller Explosion documentary. I just recently watched that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It's good. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Because she's right. I mean, it's like the animatronic designer, he like, in the beginning, like he seems really like fun and stuff. And then like by the end, like you can tell he's just super sad that he is now the only person at his business that like used to employ 300 people. And it's like, you see all like the unused costumes and stuff that they would just throw over the robots.
Yeah.
And like, they're like melting and disintegrating slowly over time. It looks like like they could film the next Saw movie there, because it's really creepy. But yeah, it's on YouTube. That's why I watched it, because it was free online. So.
Yeah, that's fair. Right on. Thanks for your call, Taryn. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Taryn.
Taryn also left us a 5-star review.
Yeah.
So appreciate that.
Yeah. Thanks, Taryn. It was a good one, too. It wasn't one of those shitty 5-star reviews.
The ones we don't like nearly as much.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I was a little girl who's kidnapped in showbiz. I just thought I should put your mind at ease. I could tell you were concerned about it. They decided to just keep me a boy forever. Mm-hmm. So
you just kept rolling with it. Fair.
I did. So there you go.
I have never heard that. Never heard that.
No,
I assure you, if my parents had heard that, I would have never went there ever again.
Yeah.
So even now, my mom would probably still like, take someone with you when you go to the bathroom.
That's the kind of story that like wouldn't have even bothered me as a child. Like if I heard that story, I'd be like, whatever. I mean, like I'm not gonna be like, that's not gonna happen to me. There's no way that's gonna
I've seen
happen
Home Alone. I don't know how to handle older
it's
people.
cool.
It's
I got
fine.
marbles. Like every kid in the 90s had just marbles. But like hearing it as a parent, like that is like when she was talking about that, like I felt my insides like kind of crumple up a little bit.
Oof.
So thanks again for that, Taryn. Okay, here's a call from 757.
What's up, TADPOG? It's Adam. I just finished the refreshment episode, and I was so happy at the end that you found Dave's laugh over the Fanta drink, and it just made my whole day. Today's my day off, or one of my days off, and started it off with a bang. So that really excited me, guys, so thank you very much. I appreciate it. And it's very encouraging to hear through a third party that at least one person other than you guys enjoy that I call in. I know no one listens to the all-call shows except for obviously me, I guess. But sometimes I feel like I call too much, and people are like, dude, this guy again, because it's one right after another, because I just binge listen to your episode. So for Jacob to say that he would like for me to call more, that means a lot, even if he meant it in passing or just threw it out there. That meant a lot to me, because sometimes I listen to the calls and I think, I feel like I'm the only freaking person that calls this video game podcast to talk about video games. And I always wonder, should I not even bring up the games and just call and talk, or should I continue doing what I'm doing? So it was encouraging to hear that. So I will keep calling, and I will keep talking about video games and other random Scooter-related topics as well. But I'm about to get online and search for as much information as I can about Jacob York. I don't have Facebook, so I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage, but I'm going to do my due diligence and figure out how to bring him to the top of my list of favorite actors. So you guys have a great day, and I'll call you probably in a couple hours or tomorrow. Love you.
Thank you, Adam. We love you too.
Thanks, Adam.
Nope,
we love you too.
I think you should call more too. Your calls are always good.
I was really keeping my fingers crossed that when he said he was going to get online, I was like, please God, let him like just say, I'm going to get online because I got to find a new USB cigarette lighter adapter because I can't find mine. Look, that would have been like, wow, you are a fucking brilliant man.
But yeah, no, call more. Do it.
I'm all for it.
A lot of people don't ask us about video games. They tell us horrible stories about showbiz or
shitting the bed.
Yeah.
God forbid. Oh, hey, look, that is the shit my pants timer. I haven't shit my pants since then.
All right, that's good.
I'm double checking. I'm thinking right now to make sure I'm not lying to everybody.
I haven't since that time in the Ready
hospital.
Care. Yeah.
Yep. I think that's it. So, and that's been, let's put it this way. I'm due in for a poop in my pants because it's been a while. All right. We do have more calls. I just have to find them. Here we go.
Now you get a plate of old chicken. I'll just leave it here in the middle of the table.
Dave, you know what time it is. All right. Here we go. This is a call from, it looks like Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue.
Good morning, gentlemen. Exalted Lord Mike of Purdue. And I was re-listening to the episode that we recorded yesterday, which was Artie Lightfoot. And yes, I actually listened to the episodes that I'm on, unlike some other people. But I realized I'd done goofed, and I wanted to call in and apologize. The list that I was referring to of making throwbacks to random mentions and comments in previous episodes was a list that Chris had called in, and I mentioned it was Nate. So I wanted to call in and apologize to Chris. His lists are very entertaining and one of my favorite new additions to the show. Anyways, thanks for having me on. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.
Thanks for calling, Exalted Lord Mike.
Does he mean Chris' list or Nate's list?
Chris's, right? Like he's talking. I think
Pinball Archmage.
I think he's talking about the calls where all the questions are answered.
Yeah, I thought that was Nate from Utah.
I thought it was Nate from Utah too.
So I think either we goofed or he goofed double. So I don't know.
Someone somewhere down the line fucking goofed. We know that much.
We'll just keep taking calls until we get another call from whoever it is. Let's figure it out for sure.
Let's start another podcast, Tyler, where we try to solve the mystery of who done goofed here in this situation. It's going to air on Thursdays right before the sex podcast on Fridays.
Yeah, just a podcast where we go through all of our old episodes and correct all our mistakes.
Yeah, we're just frustrated the entire time. It's just like,
it's fucking fucked up Thursdays.
Thanks for calling. That reminds me, I felt really bad because remember when we did Clock Tower just the other day? Mm-hmm. And we couldn't remember who recommended it to us?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure this is what I feel bad because it's like, I think it was Ben.
Oh, okay.
I think Ben asked us to do it, and you'll notice that I'm not trying to say his last name. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I can't. He's told me how to pronounce it. He's told us how to pronounce it in calls, and still, it's like my mind just refuses to believe that's how you pronounce it.
His last name is the Berenstain of Tadpog.
Like I'm worried that I'm going to implode the universe or something if I try to say his last name. So he mentioned that he had recommended us to play it. Okay. So, and that made me feel bad that I didn't remember that it was him. And it's going to make me feel even worse if I'm wrong about everything that I just said.
We can see. I thought we can remember if we do a request within like 3 or 4 months after we get it, as opposed to like a year and a half to 2 years after we get it.
I don't even know how long it was.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, good. So here is a string of 4 calls from Chandra. So I don't know for sure.
Gotta be a good reading
that this is erotic fiction that we're about to stumble into, but I put money on it.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
Hey guys, it's Chandra with another sexy story of sexy sexiness. This one is another soon-to-be classic by Leonard Delaney, titled "Womanized by Idris Elba Playing James Bond."
I fucking love this guy.
It didn't take any espionage to know that he wanted her. His hands ran through her light hair, and hers were all over his dark skin. She led him to the golden bed and pushed him onto it. Idris Elba's suit jacket was on the floor, his dress shirt unbuttoned, his black tie askew. Emmy always had a thing for men in ties. They kissed deeply in a way that only people who had almost died together could deeply kiss. Deep. She pulled away to finish removing his shirt. Idris Elba's pecs and abs bulged out. Bullets were still embedded in his chest, flattened where they had met their match in his rock-hard pecs. He flexed every muscle at once, and the bullets flew away.
I've seen Goku do that.
Her fingers tiptoed over the tiny indents where the bullets had been. Shuddering at her touch, he lurched forward and grabbed her, his tongue finding her mouth and pushing inside. He gently flipped her onto her back. She continued caressing his chest, letting her fingers dance lower and lower, hopping across each ab muscle like she just hopped across fake rooftops. Soon she felt that weird ridge of muscle leading down to his crotch and followed it to the buttons of his pants. When they were all undone, he slipped out of his trousers, revealing that even his ash-gray boxer briefs were silky, shiny, and stylish as fuck. Mr. Bond, your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to womanize me. Fill me with so much female pleasure that I reach my full potential as a woman. Miss Emily, I am at your service. I will womanize you until my mission is complete. Teasing a little, she turned her back while she removed her blouse, shot her bra away like a slingshot, then pounced out of her skirt. When she turned around, he set his gaze upon her, seeming to take in every detail, like Heimdall observing the universe from Asgard. The feeling of his intense gaze made her tingle in the bathing suit area. His shoulder muscles rippled like Ruffles potato chips as he lowered himself along her body, then removed her
Oh, that was the end of the call. She got cut off. She got too excited to finish the call. All right, I need to tell you something serious. This is the sexiest one yet.
You're right.
This is the sexiest one yet.
And the continuing of Womanized by Idris Elba playing James Bond, an erotic parody. Just a warning, this may take 3 calls, I think.
We're fine with it.
His shoulder muscles rippled like Ruffles potato chips as he lowered himself along her body, then removed her undies with his teeth, shaking his head and tossing them aside. The next thing she knew, the perimeter of her sex palace was infiltrated by his mouth. It felt as silky as his tie, like having a conversation with a man who could talk his way out of anything. Her pussy was convinced by his quick tongue. An orgasm navigated its way through her body, making her writhe with pleasure. A moment later, she climaxed again. 2 orgasms in a row. Not bad, but she needed more. Putting her hand on his close-cropped hair, she pushed him away. He wiped his mouth with the side of his hand, satisfied with himself. You're not done womanizing me yet, she said. No. And he pulled the spy pen from her pile of clothing. I knew this gadget would be good for something. She pushed the button and let it buzz to demonstrate his elbow. She turned and rested on her elbows, pushing her butt into the air. He expertly found the right place in her lady cave with the vibrating pen. It filled her with the warmth of 1,000 volcano layers. But it would take something more for her to erupt. What happened to that monster ton of yours? Come on, give me a Pacific Rim job. Blimey, miss, you want me to make you come again? Most men would think that's impossible. You're not most men, though, are you, Idris Elba? He politely complied with her wish. He politely complied with her wish. That was hard. Pouring her ass with his mouth while he worked her girly gadget with the spy pen. Almost immediately, she exploded with 2 more double orgasms.
Wait, 2 more double? So 8
more.
For a few moments
What?
to
Yeah.
catch her breath, she said, "See, it's not impossible. It always seems impossible until it's done," said Idris Elba. Oh, we're not done yet. I've been womanized, but it's your turn now. Your turn to be, manonized? And he shrugged her shoulders, then slumped down his body to remove his shiny boxer brief. His stiff, glistening rod revealed itself, followed by his low-hanging thunderballs. The whole apparatus throbbed with anticipation. Yeah, bodger me, Trodger and bullocks, he said. Already sopping wet, it was easy for her to step.
Okay, so that's the end of that call. I just want to say that her dedication to the accent really, I think, sets this off.
Yep.
I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. All right, here we go. Part 3.
Yeah, bodgemy, trudger, and twerk, he said. Already sopping wet, it was easy for her to straddle Idris Elba and guide him inside of her. His rhythm bore the same classy gait with which he walked, like bopping along the smooth jazz. She kissed him and then leaned forward and whispered in his ear, "You're James Bond now. You have a rough edge, don't you? It's time to stop being classy and assassinate my pussy." A sexy smirk crossed his face.
It's Assassin's Creed 6.
Flipped her over and slammed her back onto the bed. As he rode her hard, plunging his swizzle stick deep inside her, she felt shaken and stirred. Another orgasm was close, and she could sense that he was getting there now. Her cries of ecstasy echoed throughout the studio, the snowy hill, the gadget room, the rooftops. She savored another double orgasm, clenching Idris Elba's dong tight. He continued carrying out his mission hard, and a second double orgasm shook her body. A moment later, a third. That was the sixth. 00 tonight. Idris Elba was about to come. She furiously fucked him,
Don't you dare.
simultaneously womanizing herself and manonizing him. "Mr. Bond, you have a license to thrill," she said gravelly. Idris Elba understood and matched her rhythm. They needed to orgasm simultaneously if his plan was going to work, and she could tell that he was close. His BBC was broadcasting climax. Shouted Idris Elba. As he
Bravo,
climaxed.
Leonard Delaney. That was good.
Funk inside of her sent Emmy towards the most powerful double orgasm she'd ever experienced. "You did it!" she shouted. "Here comes 007!" As they both rode the peak of fashion, Emmy was launched off Idris Elba like a space shuttle propelled by frothy seamen. At the same time, her climax clenched her body harder than she had ever clenched before. And he bounced back onto the golden bed beside her new lover. Idris Elba gave her a fist bump. "Mission impossible accomplished," she said. He said. She nuzzled his neck. "Oh, James. One day I'm going to get the word complied right. Not today.
We need to do some programming, erotica.
It. Bye.
Bye, Chandra. Thank you very much for that. What were you programming erotica?
Yeah, so she can say, like, oh, my hard drive compiled in her pussy.
Oh, man. That was really good, but I want to say this. And I don't think this is a criticism, Leonard. I feel like you had a really, really good BBC joke, and you built a story around it because, like, you were like, this is too good to just let go. Oh, that was good. Thank you so much, Chandra. We're gonna get her on the show soon, right?
Yeah.
To do like that Sailor Moon game.
That Sailor Moon one, yeah.
Yeah, we can get her and maybe Paul on.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, let us know when is good for you.
And I don't know if they plan on getting married, but if they do, whoever's gonna do the proposing, do it on our show. I want one of those. I want one of those to happen.
All right.
Either Chandra and Paul or Drew and Bailey, whatever. I'm gonna force myself into your relationship in a very uncomfortable way and say you should do it on the show.
Remember, the show is free, guys. So you have to do this. All right. We got another call. This is from Chandra.
Hey guys, it's Chandra. Fuck you, Phil.
Yeah.
I know you're on because you're on there like some kind of reverse whore, giving them money so you can be on reverse whore. Yeah. Anyway, I got one better. I'll up my Patreon by 75 cents for every episode I'm on because I want to be on because I'm kind of a whore. So yeah, and I haven't talked to Korn about this, but whatever, I'll volunteer him. He'll up his Patreon by 75 cents for every episode he's on.
You want to make an extra $1.50 a month, Tyler?
$1.50? Fuck yeah.
You gonna vote on? Oh, God.
They're going to pay us to drive up from Nashville.
Here, the next call is from Paul Cord. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping he's like, I don't know what fucking Chandra said, but I'm not giving you guys 75 cents. Let's see.
Hey there, TADPOG. It's Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, my bad. It's Mark Wahlberg.
The show, but I gotta ask you, what's with you not talking about the fucking Transformers, huh? I mean, I feel like you're leaving me out of this discussion here. You know? I mean, why aren't you talking about Optimus Prime or Bumblebee or one of the many racist ones? Like, I feel like you're disrespecting me and my movies, my films. It's just not cool. I just feel like that's something you should be talking about as self-respecting nerds. You're a bunch of fucking nerds talking about your Goudas all the time, and you just go on about that for forever. I don't know. It just seems like you should be talking about other stuff that's important to me. All right. Hopefully, I won't have to call you again. I'm Mark Wahlberg.
Thank you, Mark. How's your mother?
Thanks, Mark.
How's your mother doing, Mark? That was good. That was really good.
Oh, no. I'm worried about this next one. That was really good. We got a call from 757. This is what Google Translate says, and it's creeping me out. I don't know if I want to play this call. I'm serious. Because if it's another, Death Valley call, I can't.
That's just Sam. I figured that shit out.
I know, but still, I don't know if I can take it. This is what Google Translate says, and imagine this in a robotic voice. No audio recording again. Tampa, unsubscribe 0. We're going to get, this is going to be a real, secret code that we're not supposed to hear or something. And then government agents are going to come murder us.
Or the computer board tennis shoes. It's a virus. It gets uploaded through into our ears.
So should we?
Let's do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
I hope it's about our spotlight business.
No audio recording again, Tadpog? Unsubscribed, 0 out of 10. I'm going back to the old podcast that I listened to before I started listening to you guys. When I got tired of their show and left, came to your show. I'm going back. I can't tell you what podcast that is because you know them. So I don't want anybody to get hurt feelings because I don't like to listen to their show anymore. I was really sad. This is Adam, by the way. I was really sad about your microphone not working for the Lord of Michael Purdue RB Lightfoot episode because you guys ate a lot of stuff. And hearing that crunching would have really set me off, but I didn't get to hear it. I will say, though, anytime Tyler was typing something for the show notes, I could hear it, and I was really digging that. So apparently that's also a good trigger for me is the keyboard typing, which was real nice. But I don't want to complain because this would be a stupid thing to complain about. But
the audio sucked.
Decided to take some calls, and the first call was from me, and the Google Translate said, "What's up, Chad Park?" Then you guys got on a conversation about Chads, parks, and people named Chad who went to parks, and then you got on the topic of Chad.
I don't remember this.
Nickelback, or as we like to call him, Chad Nickelback. And then we got talking about Dave's coworker that bought Nickelback tickets. What a loser!
Okay,
I remember this.
And Dave, tell me how it was, though. I think it was probably a pretty good show.
It was great.
And,
it was pretty good.
One day. But
I brought all my Monster Energy
and then
drinks.
we talked all about that, and then all of a sudden it was like, show's over. So I get an intro to, hey, we're about to have a call from Adam, and then the call never shows up. You reference the call because it's talking about lightsabers because I called to find out if I told you the lightsaber story, which apparently you deleted that one. So I guess you listened to it, but you couldn't hear it in the recording, so you cut it out. I just didn't know what was going on, so I was confused. So I'm listening to the All Calls episode right now. I'll call back in a few days with my lightsaber stories for your next All Calls show or a call show at the end of a show. So love you guys, and I subscribed back to you. So 10 out of 10.
Oh, my God.
That is exactly what happened because the internal mic on my laptop, that's why you could hear the typing so well. But yeah, once we tried playing the calls coming out from that, it was almost, you could just hear us laughing and talking about some mystery voice no one else can hear. So he had to awkwardly cut that whole big chunk.
So you want me to find it? Should I scroll back, see if I can find it? The lightsaber one?
Well, We'll do that next time that we have more time to find it.
You don't want me to fumble
you can search
for
for 20 minutes. Like, let me listen to the first 5 seconds of 20 different calls trying to find it.
No, that's not it. No, that one's not it either.
No, that's Taryn drunk.
No.
Let's listen to that one again, though.
Yeah, that was a funny one. Let's listen to that. Oh, wait. Dude, I found it.
Okay.
I know it. I know it because I'm reading Google Translate and it says, "What's up, Chad? It's Adam, December 13th."
All right, let's
This
do
has
it.
got to
Then.
be it. If it's not, it's going to be hilarious.
What's up, TADPOG? It's Adam. December 13th. I am just now leaving church, headed to work to deal with fantastic retail customers before the holiday season. So it's going to be a good afternoon. Just finished the Fallout 4 Strike 3, I think is what it's called. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I have never played a Fallout game. I don't have a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One, and I've listened to all of the Fallout episodes, even though I have very little idea of what's going on. I just wanted you guys to know I still enjoyed it. I still like hearing you guys talk and be excited about it, and that made it for me. So I've got a couple questions for you. I'm very lazy, and I have a lot of retro games that I like to play, so I don't get
Please
to
be
play a
about
lot
a
of modern
lightsaber.
stuff
Please be
unless
about a
it's on Wii U.
lightsaber.
But I would like to play a game from a couple different franchises, and I'd like your opinion. So,
I think it is.
first
I
question,
think we've done
if
this.
I'm going to play one Fallout game, which one should I play?
Yeah, we answered this.
Keep in mind, I'm not going to buy an Xbox One or
But
PlayStation
did
4
we
anytime
answer-
soon, so
and
it's
if I
probably
cut
gonna
out?
Because I
come
told
down
him
to
Fallout 3
New Vegas
and not just
and
start on Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So of those two, if I'm only going to play one,
No,
which one
this
should I
says do the
play and
lightsabers.
why?
We've done this one before.
Please
Next
don't edit
question
this
is,
out.
I think
Please
that
keep this
I
in.
want to play a BioShock game.
Let's
and based
just
on everything
let's
that I've
just
heard
answer
from
them.
different podcasts and people talking, I think that I'd like to play BioShock
Play Infinite first. No,
I
no,
think that's
don't.
the one that I've settled to play.
No.
So
God, please-
of the
please
Fallout game that you just
Mention a
suggested
lightsaber. Please,
and
please, Adam.
BioShock Infinite, which one should I play first and why?
By the way,
Also,
lightsaber.
Hopefully that gives you some good topic of conversation. I'll hopefully call back in a day or two after I finish listening to the next episode. And keep doing what you're doing, guys. I'm going to try to write you a letter here soon to fill up
About
Nicole's box,
lightsabers.
'cause I've been trying to get into that box for a long time. You guys knew that already, though. So hopefully I'll call soon, and hopefully you'll hear from me sooner. Through letters. Love you guys.
lightsaber. No.
Fallout 3, BioShock 1. I'll say it again, Adam.
Hey, Tyler, remember when you told me that I probably shouldn't fumble through and listen to like a bunch of calls from Adam? Remember when you suggested that? And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea, but I'm gonna do this anyway.
Well, because we know it talks about Chad, but he said what it says in the beginning, so
Yeah.
at least we know what to look for.
Chad is pretty common.
Yeah.
It looks like. Yeah, because I'm like going through and it's like, Chad, this is Jay Connor calling. So, Chad Hogg, dude. Yeah. So, Google Translate just doesn't fucking know what TADPOG is, apparently. So enjoy the bonus call, Adam. And enjoy that click clack of the keys. You want to switch it to internal for just a second to give Adam a fix? Please, God, don't.
There's a candy cigarette for you, Adam.
You're just gonna eat another one, not offer me any. You know,
I've had enough day.
You know, come on, man.
I'm gonna save all this beef gelatin.
Here is a call from 447.
Hey, fucking TADPOG. This is Paul from the UK calling in since you're about
It's Idris Elba.
6-7 hours ahead. I guess I'm the first person to wish you a happy new year 2016. Thanks very much for a great 2015, which I discovered your podcast. Keep it going and yeah, keep being awesome. Fucking love you guys.
That was
That's it.
awesome.
That
Yeah.
was great.
Yeah.
Thank
you, Paul, from the UK.
Yeah.
We have transcended oceans. Thank
I know.
you very much.
This is a huge deal for us.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm taking this as like this is a mile marker.
Yeah, absolutely.
He called again.
Yeah,
Same
fuck
number.
yeah.
Same number coming in. That explains why this number is like 25 digits long.
Hello, this is Paul. Here in the deepest of rural Oxfordshire, the two most common forms of roadkill are pigeon and badger. We were wondering if in Kentucky there are any commonly consumed forms of roadkill, and also if there are any restricted animals. What if you find dead? You must just not happen to eat all. And also, fuck you, N64 is the main issue cut! Love you.
All right. So what just happened?
What's the most common roadkill in Kentucky? Possum.
Yeah, possum probably.
Straight up
Possum's
possum.
a lot.
I don't think there are possums over in the UK.
Oh, I'll take that bet.
Yeah?
I'll take that bet. There's an O and it starts with the letter O. That seems like something that a British person would do.
Yeah, but this is Canadian. It's a Canadian thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, possum.
Or it's Irish.
Yeah,
It's more-
yeah, I think you're probably right. It's probably Irish. The old possum. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
Call back. Here is, man, that K had a lot of spit behind it. Did you hear that? Call back. Here is a call from 757. I think we got Adam back. He forgave us for our
Happy New Year, Tyler and Dave who play old games. This is Adam, your beloved Adam. I am trying to make sure the first voicemail I leave in 2016 is very clear and understandable for Google Translate. Let me know how it goes, and I will call you back later. I love you guys. Bye.
Translated perfectly
All right.
in Google Translate.
That's how you have to call every time.
Except for this. It does sound a little like spam email in the very beginning where it says, Happy New Year, Tyler and Dave, to play old game.
Pretty close.
Very
Pretty
close. But everything else checks out. You did not. The streak ends here. Next call from 757. What's up, Chad Todd?
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam. Just calling in just to see how you guys are doing in the new year. Excited about the things that TADPOG will be bringing to the table. Just finished listening to your Days of Christmas episode. That I don't even remember anything about the game at all. I remember talking about abstinence and Christmas gifts and openings and George Washington.
Oni Kenny Rogers.
On Tyler's Facebook. And the thing that really stuck out to me was you guys were talking about Seinfeld, which is my jam. I love Seinfeld. I talk about it all the time. Every reference at work that I make, I have to explain, oh, that's from Seinfeld. It happened today when I said bless you to a lady who sneezed, and I said, dang it, now that lady's going to divorce her husband and want to have an affair with me.
You're
and my
so
coworker just looked at me
beautiful.
like, what are you talking about? So I had to explain it to them. So the question that I have for you, and this is mainly for Tyler, but Dave, feel free to weigh in. Tyler said that Susan looked like a hot aunt or aunt, however you want to pronounce it. I say aunt because aunt is a bug, but whatever. He said she was basically a hot aunt. So my question is, Tyler, if you could give us a little background on each one of your aunts that's in your life, and go through the line and tell us which you would kill, sex, marry with your aunt. And if that's a little too far for TADPOG,
No. Don't be
then I guess
crazy.
we're starting this year off in a soft way. I know that this is bringing you to a new level because you've never talked about marrying, killing, or sexing one of your relatives, but
That
hey,
you've heard.
first time for everything, so let's hear it. Dave, weigh in if you'd like. If
Nope.
not, just laugh because I always love your laugh. So
Got it.
love
I'm
you
on
guys. Call back soon, and can't wait to hear from you. Bye. Love you. But
We love you too, Adam. Bye.
I'm really bad at goodbyes.
No, you're great. You got
Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Tyler, lay off the fucking horse gelatin, dude. I'm not fucking kidding around, man.
You want the other one's clearly for you.
Man. Yeah, I'll take those stallions. Let me smoke a few. Let me crack open a few cool smokes while you talk about which aunt you'd like to fuck.
I have 5 aunts.
I say aunt.
I say it's Kentucky. We say aunt. The only person I know that says aunt is Nicole because
Fancy
she tries
people.
to defy convention.
Fancy people say aunt.
But I have 5 of them, and both of my parents are the youngest of 4 kids. So all of my relatives are a lot older. So in no way are they attractive because they're all like in their 60s and 70s.
Hey, man, we'll be there one day. I bet we'll be attractive.
I mean, with the way science is, yeah, of course we will be. And we're guys. It's unfair genetics wise. Yeah. Let's see. No, I think I would nephew all of them hard.
Nephew all of them?
Yeah. Yep.
I don't understand.
They're my aunts. So I'll just nephew them.
Oh,
that's
okay.
it.
Okay. So you're taking a pass on this question.
Yeah, I'm only close to one of them.
Close enough to say marry them?
Yeah. My Aunt Judy's really sweet. She took care of me a lot when I was young.
Okay. Care to weigh in on the other 2?
Nope.
I mean, I get it. I do. I understand.
One for my birthday, all throughout, I guess, from elementary school to high school, sent me like a $5 Hardee's coupon.
We gotta stop before you actually end up answering the question. All right. Well, you've called my bluff. I don't want to talk about this. Thank you, Adam. No, I don't want to weigh in on this at all. Here is a call from a rather wizened sage. Adam, thank you for the candy cigarettes.
Mine are all gone.
This whole episode is just going to be like you and me just crunching in the background. Everyone's going to feel like, am I like driving over gravel? All right. This is a call from a very wizened.
There's a very small rock crusher in the background.
We're recording at Tadpog Quarry. Here is a call from rather wizened sage, Ian Chandler.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Wizened old sage Ian here. Just listen to, it's January 5th, and I guess really be interested to see when you play this, but, that seems to be the running joke, so I'll let that go. Just listen to episode 265, which is Bebe's Kids. I just need to clarify a couple of things because I'm a narcissist. I am not an expert on all things Tone Loc. I'm just not. Sorry. And also, Tyler mentioned that the first DVD he ever owned was Big Mama's House. I think that was it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Just for the record, the first DVD I ever owned was Stargate, and I'm not ashamed of it. Like maybe Tyler might be of the whole Big Mama's House thing.
It's a gift from Aunt Judy.
Aunt Judy strikes again.
Bye.
Thanks for calling, Ian. I thought that he was going to lay down. I thought he was going to call you out on some bullshit. It's what it sounded like he was leading up to. It was like, and Tyler said that his first DVD was Big Mama's House. Guess what? I went on Amazon. It does not exist. It was never released on DVD. It had a VHS release. It had a Blu-ray release. It had a digital release. You had a soundtrack on MP3.
Laserdisc, a big ass fucking thing.
Criterion Collection. It was all fucking there. Guess what? It didn't come out on DV motherfucking D, Tyler. We don't know why you lie about this kind of thing, honestly.
I often lie about Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence lies about Martin Lawrence, I'm sure. Martin, where did you get this DVD? Commonly heard in this house.
He can't host SNL anymore.
Really?
Is that a lie or not? He did a monologue. A lot of it had to get cut where he talks about female hygiene.
Really?
And he is one of the people that, like Adrian Brody are banned.
Why is Adrian Brody banned?
Adrian Brody didn't tell anybody. He was having to do where they announced the band or whoever the music guest is.
Yeah.
He didn't tell anybody what he was doing. He was just supposed to do a normal intro. Well, then he decided just to dress up like a Rastafarian and like introduce the band in a Jamaican accent on the show. And Lauren was fucking pissed about it and like, no more Adrian Brody.
But it was funny though, right?
No. No.
I mean, I'm sure it was hilarious.
It was weirdly racist. That's about it.
Have you ever seen Stargate, Tyler?
Nope.
It's been a long time since.
I mean, I know what it is, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Is the guy who played MacGyver on it?
I don't remember, honestly. I saw it when I was a kid, and I remember I thought it was kind of cool, but I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
There's probably a Stargate video game, right? Has to be.
I mean, hopefully there's one for Super Nintendo we can do.
No, I imagine it's probably got to be like it has to be an FMV game.
Yeah,
I would think.
Yeah.
Like probably had like probably like a Windows 95 version or something. I don't know.
There's something for Sega Saturn we can play.
Yeah. 3DO. Here is another call from 270. I think it might be Taryn, but I'm not positive.
Motherfucking TADPOG. Hello, everybody. This is co-host and pole position, Karen Landis. Hope you're doing well. Just a little FYI, I think Miller and I knocked that out of the fucking ballpark.
Oh, yeah?
If I would have been a little bit more sober and not repeated myself a couple times, we could have killed it. I almost nailed the intro. If I had not been wasted and on the porch of the Apple in Murray, Kentucky, I might have gotten it right. But anyway, I thought I'd call in, say hello. I'm pretty upset I didn't get to record with you guys on Christmas. I was in and out of Western Kentucky very fast. I had to come right back to Texas. But I thought I would call and let you guys know that I have a couple more of the youngin verbiage, young people speak, some things that I have picked up here in Texas from the young bucks.
Okay.
And no, I'm not sleeping with any of them. No cradle robbing this week.
Whatever.
Not this week.
This week.
But a couple new words I have found, or one of them's a phrase, but I see a lot of young people AF as in A for
AF?
I
Andrew
just
and
noticed that
F for
today.
Frank.
As fuck?
Yep.
AF, or it also stands for as fuck.
Yeah.
On a lot of their stuff, they also say it all the time too, when they're in and out of the office. So like they would say,
I am horny
my
AF.
shirt be on fleek AF, or I'm hungry AF,
Mm-hmm.
or I am wasted AF. They do that a lot.
Yeah, Jacob used it twice to be on
Can't
Facebook
admit that
today.
I might
So.
have
I use it
said
on
a couple
Facebook,
times
too.
as well, because it's kind of funny and people don't always know what it means. Secondly, and this is the one that I'm pretty sure I called in, so if I'm repeating myself, swear I'm sober. I'm just driving to and from different locations.
Secret
But
location.
another one I heard, it was called cuffing, CUFS, as in a handcuff. Cuffing season is what I heard a young fella say the other day. So apparently,
I paused it, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to guess what cuffing is? Do you know?
Cuffing. I've seen it before in Urban Dictionary, but I do not know what it means.
Do you think it has anything to do with getting cold outside? Like it's getting a little nippy. You got to get your cuffs around your wrists.
No, I'm sure it's sexual.
Man,
I'm
it is.
sure it's sexual.
But dude, it's cuffing outside.
I bet it's something to do with fisting to your cuff. that's what I'm putting my money on.
Damn, that is cuff AF.
when it gets winter time,
Well,
whenever you're just trying to find someone to snuggle up
Damn
with
it.
and stay warm with, which is not a problem in Texas because it's usually never cold. But it's called cuffing season, where you pick a mate for those long, drab, gray winter months. That's all I got for right now, kids. I will hopefully talk to you guys soon. And, I'm also putting together a package for Nicole's achy empty box.
now you said box
and
first.
it's going to be nice and hot and spicy. So
You put
I
your
hope
box in
Nicole
her
enjoys
box.
it, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. I will talk to you soon. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.
I want Terry and Nicole boxception, where it's the box within a box.
I want to point out that if your guess and my guess had a baby,
Yeah,
then we would have
were
gotten the
both pretty
answer.
much right.
Yeah. Thanks for that. I
Yeah.
like these segments where we get to hear what the young bucks are saying. Yeah.
The still AF to me means your artifact gear in Final Fantasy 11.
Yeah, I get
So
it.
I have to think for a second whenever I see that.
Yeah, I don't think AF, like, okay, if Jacob and I are using it on Facebook, it's not what the kids are saying. Like it's what they were saying a month ago, and then they realized, oh, people are saying this on Facebook. We can't use this anymore. Because the old people are using it.
Because
now.
I mean, I just love typing out fuck. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to use those abbreviations.
So that's what you do. WT fuck.
Yeah.
You spread out the U.
That, I mean, I can see the advantage to it because your phone, well, I guess it's probably going to try to autocorrect it to at, but as opposed to duck or ducked, like my phone always does.
Yeah.
My very Christian phone.
One of my favorite memes that I've ever seen on Reddit is, God, what's the name of the movie? The cheerleading movie?
I don't know what you're talking about. Bring it on?
Yeah, it might be Bring It On. Or shit, it might be... God, this is horrible. It might be Mean Girls. There's a movie where it's like, stop saying something. It's never going to happen.
Mean Girls.
Mean
Fetch.
Girls. Thank you.
Yeah. Fetch is not going to happen. Quit. Yeah.
So my favorite meme ever is stop saying ducking. It's never going to fucking happen. But wouldn't it be cool 20 years from now, instead of saying fuck, people say duck? It's just because of autocorrect. Like some programmer like is just like, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to clean up all the profanity in the world. And now all of a sudden, like, we're just murdering ducks in droves because it's like their evil influence on our children.
Their projectile windy penises.
Yeah. I'm going to make you soup AF. Here is another call from 447. Are we good on time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
These shows are allowed to go long.
Wait 5 hours.
Yep.
Motherfucking TADPOG. I'm calling from England and it's late. And I'm like, is Dragon Ball is that manga or anime? You said it wasn't anime, and it is anime, isn't it? Because it's like Japanese cartoons and shit. Anyway, nice to speak to you. I listen and I like it. Bye.
I'm glad you like it. Do we say that Dragon Ball Z is an anime?
It is an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did we say that it isn't?
I don't think, because I know it is a manga, but I've never read it.
Yeah. It's both. See,
I think maybe it was Dragon Ball Super, because I know.
Oh yeah, because
that's probably what we're talking about.
That's the new one. Yeah.
The anime is still pretty recent.
To be fair, I know pretty much nothing about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z. I just Master Roshi, was that the name of
He's
the guy?
the old man.
Yeah, I know him because
Goku's first trainer.
Yeah, and then I can't even remember the name of the cat that was part of the quiz.
Corin now.
There, yeah.
Corin.
Okay. See, you remembered.
I
You
do.
did good. You know it's an anime.
And then where's my Dragon Ball? Got my Vegeta figurine behind me.
Yeah.
I bought in high school. It's my mom's attic and forgot it.
You bought that in high school?
Yep.
And it's still in the box and
Still in
shit.
the box.
Whoa. I just figured that was like some kind of like loot box. some kind of loot box monthly thing, subscription machine.
No, I bought that to be in the background of my Dragon Ball Z senior picture.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
And I just totally forgot about it.
Yeah. So it didn't even make it in the photograph.
Well, after the photograph,
Okay,
put
then
it in
you
the
moved it
attic. Forgot I ever had it till Dad. When they moved, Dad was like, "Do you want this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Because otherwise, if it didn't even like make it in the photograph, it's like a lost Tyler Holland relic. Where it's like it like represents all of you and keeps your energy inside of it. And no one knows, because it's like the one moment where I'm assuming that when you were photographed in front of all the Dragon Ball Z stuff, that was the happiest moment in your life.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What hair I had hair back then. I spiked it all up like Vegeta, and I posed like I was going Super Saiyan. Yeah.
Has that been photoshopped, by the way? Like, we need to make that happen, right?
Yep. I need to
Where you
find.
go in
I'm
Super
sure
Saiyan?
my mom has that
Yeah.
somewhere, because we only got like 5 of those.
I'm surprised you got 5 of
Yeah,
them.
because I just wanted to give them to my friends. Like,
Yeah.
she wouldn't let us be one of the big ones that we ordered. So
Yeah, my mom was a lot more frugal than your mom. I think my mom would have been like, yeah, but we need to like send these out to family and stuff. And those photos are expensive, no joke.
Oh yeah, my mom got a pretty small package, but yeah, they're fucking expensive. I don't know where my Dragon Ball Z wall scroll is. That was the big item I had behind me.
Yeah.
It was Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, and Gohan, all Super Saiyan.
Wall scrolls, man. I haven't thought about wall scrolls in a long time. I've got one record of Lotus War.
I remember
Scroll.
that's the one I remember. Yeah, from your You and Brandon lived together. That was in your room there.
And I still have it. It's in like a big old yellow tube with other posters that I had forgotten about. Where it's like I was going through it the other day because it was in Henry's room and I had to clean out his closet. And I was like, what is in here? I know it's his posters. And then I pull out the wall scroll, and then I pull out this. I've forgotten about this giant sized 28 Days poster. That's the movie with Sandra Bullock. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have
that. I just wanted to make sure that no one thought I meant 28 days later.
No, just 28 days.
No, 28 days.
Or 28 dresses with Heidi. What's her name?
It is gigantic. This poster is actually like used in a frame at a movie theater. I'd forgotten completely about it. A friend of mine in high school just bought it and gave it to me one day.
You like Sandra Bullock, don't you?
Just completely, just like out of the blue. It was as a goof. Here's a giant poster of 28 Days.
You got home and threw it in the corner. I wanted a Practical Magic poster. I told it Practical Magic or Hope Floats. Those are my Sandra Bullock jams.
But it is nice, so I'm going to hang it up anyway. What's your favorite Sandra Bullock movie, Tyler?
Ooh. I want to say Miss Congeniality because that's a Friends joke, but probably Practical Magic, actually.
Yeah?
So yeah.
I've never seen that one.
Mm-hmm. Her and Nicole Kidman as witches.
Yeah. Like sexy witches.
Sorta.
Yeah, okay. Is this the one where they're sisters or something?
Yep.
I have seen this movie. Yep. I have seen this movie and did not know they were witches.
We need to do a Patreon where we just go through Sandra Bullock's movie catalog and talk about all her movies.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
We'll have Nicole and Chandra on for it, and we'll get some white wine, and we'll talk about Sandra Bullock movies.
We got to post something Friday. You haven't done banjo. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. They'll see. We'll figure it out. We should tease it. It's Taryn and Banjo tell stories.
You haven't done that yet, right?
No, I haven't.
So, and that's gonna be like probably a 5-month edit.
Yeah. It will take me. I'm sure it will take me all day to do.
Well, let me know if you want to record the Sandra Bullock episode instead.
Nah.
My favorite is Speed because that's the first time I saw her, and I was probably like 12 or 13, and I remember being like, "That is a pretty lady."
Yeah, I've never seen Speed.
Really? Mm-hmm. I've never done Speed, but I have seen Speed.
I like that movie. I mean, I say like it as in like romantic comedies I've seen and be like, okay, I sat here through all this. The one with her and Ryan Reynolds, The Proposal.
I haven't seen that.
So what am I doing? I'm spoiling all our stuff for the Patreon episode.
Wait, are they both witches?
No, he's actually Deadpool. It's really weird.
She's Scarlet Witch, so I mean, kind of. Man, I got to be honest with you. I don't even remember how we got on all that. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. So naturally, that leads to Sandra Bullock.
So thanks for calling. And
Paul from the UK.
Paul, and I enjoy your opossum. And I'm sure you're snacking on. We've got another call. Whoa. We might have clarification. Because there is definitely the word wrong, Z, in this Google Translate. And then behind it is Dragon Ball Z. Let's see where we are. Unless I'm just literally going to play the same call that we just took. Play, fucker.
Hey, it's John again. And I thought I'd better call back because, like, that message was really weird because I don't think I've ever said Dragon Ball Z out loud. CZ sounds wrong. Z, Dragon Ball Z. But, like, we say Z here in England, so it just, it threw me and it ruined, I meant the message to be a bit more punchy and kind of quick, but it came off strange because I confused myself by saying Z. Yeah, I don't know how much it costs to call America.
$28.
About a month when I get my bill, I guess.
I'm sorry, John? I thought it was Paul.
I thought it was
we
Paul.
have two people from UK calling, John and Paul. Wait, are they doing the Beatles thing? Are we going to get calls?
This is Ringo.
I hope that's the plan that I've just stumbled on. Every time they call, it's a different Beatle.
I fucking hope so. And for the record, when you said Dragon Ball Z, I almost commented on it that I thought that it was adorable. Let's see. Yeah, Paul, it's a different number. I just assumed that it was the same because it starts with the country code, and it's a British person talking. All right, we got another call. We still good on time?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, we got another call. This is from Wizened Sage Ian Chandler.
Motherfucking Tadpog. It's Ian, Wizened Old Sage, once again. I'm sure others have called since I called yesterday.
So it's all good.
But now I'm listening to the Coors Light Super Refresh Man, or whatever it is, episode. And I thought you'd like to know that, yes, there is a non-light version of Coors. It's just called Coors. And it was very popular in the late 70s, early 80s, especially because of Smokey and the Bandit. The trucker who Jerry Reed played, whose name I can't remember right now, who Bandit, played by Burt Reynolds, was escorting across state lines with moving Coors beer. It was a bet he had with there was a bet that was by a businessman and his brother that we couldn't get this beer from like some northern state to Georgia in 24 hours. And they took the bet to get paid, and anyway, the whole thing was based around Coors beer. So I thought you'd like to know that. Now you can sleep better at night.
Well, Jacob loves it when Ian describes movies.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
That was a movie.
Well, he clarified to me because I thought Burt Reynolds was Smokey and Bandit was the dog. So he clarified something for me.
Bandit was the raccoon in the red bandana, right? That's before he moved on to Ranger Rick.
Smokey was the tree, and then Bandit was the raccoon in that movie.
Wasn't that a Cheech and Chong movie, Smokey and the Bandit? Thank you, Ian. I did not know that anyone would race over Coors Light. Do you think that was a long, like, just very expensive, or it wasn't Coors Light, I'm sorry, Coors. Do you think that was a very expensive commercial for Coors? Do you think they auctioned off what beer was being transported?
Maybe. I wonder how I feel like product placement is more of like more prevalent in the 2000s.
Do you think so?
I wonder how heavy it was back then.
I don't know. It's a good question. We'll get on it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll do the research. We'll call the director.
Yeah. We'll call Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, hey, Burt, please let us know. Here is another call from 270.
Motherfucking Tadpog. Hey, it's co-host of Pole Position again here, Taryn.
Getting a big head.
I kind of
Taryn.
left out my whole nickname thing. Sorry. I love Princess Consuelo Banana Hammock, though. She is very funny. But anyway, I left out one of my words earlier. I called you guys earlier today. What is this, January? So this is probably on your maybe Easter edition.
Still
Hell, I might
January.
even be home for it. I don't know. But I left out one of the words today. So it's not technically a word. It's actually a dance that I've seen the kids doing lately. And it's called dabbing or dab, D-A-B. If you want to Google that and also Google some athletes. Now, if you'd like me to explain to you what athletes are.
I know what an
those are
athlete
the
is.
People in those video games that you guys never play. I think one is probably called like Steve Madden. No, Steve Madden shoes. I'm sorry. Madden. NFL,
Shut up, Darren. You've already buried that hole.
The NBA Jam game you played. The athletes.
Wait,
when they
I'm
do
gonna pause
something
it.
like score a
Did she say Steve Madden 2? Did she say
something like that?
Steve Madden AF?
Man, I'm Steve Madden AF right now. It's Cupping Steve and me and Steve Madden too.
Okay, I'm sorry.
point or make something crazy happen for the team. They've been doing this dab dance lately, and the children love it. So I see a lot of my employees, who some of them are much younger, they think I don't see them on their little phones and stuff, and they're doing this dab dance. So we're we're in the age in the world that I live in, dabbing, which I have never done this, but
I know
I
what
have
you're
friends
going.
that have done
Yep,
it.
I know where you're
Dabbing
going.
is where you take oil, usually weed oil or some kind of cannabis oil, and rub it on your gums so that it gets into your bloodstream faster, I think. I don't know. I've never done it, but that's what dabbing is to me. I am sure that is where this all started, but the children will not stop doing the dab dance on their stupid phones. So
On their
I just thought I'd share
phones?
that with you guys because I forgot about it earlier. And I hope you're doing well, and I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. Talk to you guys soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.
So is the phone like a part of the dance?
I have no idea.
I did pull it up on YouTube. I do realize it's going to be like the worst fucking podcasting ever if we watch the 7-minute video on dabbing. That's like it's dabbing. I don't know. Do you want? Can we watch a little bit at least? Turn on some. Look, I realize this is awful. Okay, I prefaced.
Well, it's all calls. No one's listening anyway.
Yeah, I prefaced that it's awful. So I mean, as long as we go into it knowing that it's awful, I feel like we're okay.
It's just Ian and Adam at this point. It's fine.
Here's a dab and dance compilation.
Okay, so it's something from a song.
We could do that. Get 2 other guys and get a dabbing troupe.
But it's got to be Miller and Josh then.
Yeah. I was thinking, man, you're like in my head. And we can go rent out the convention center and just dab for a couple hours.
So yeah, it's just the modern day Macarena. Okay, sure.
It doesn't even look like the same dance that everyone's doing. Okay.
So it's just going back and forth to this one same song. Okay.
It's just dancing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just dancing. Taryn, I don't understand why they had their phones. Were they recording themselves doing it?
I guess.
At your place of business? All right, Taryn, thank you. That was interesting AF.
Steve Madden 2.
Steve Madden 2 coming out 2016. Steve Madden 2 Electric Boogaloo on shelves, 4th quarter 2016.
I'm sorry I told you to shut up, Taryn. It's just joking. It's just joking.
Here is another call. This is from 757. I bet this is Adam. Let's see.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam.
Beloved Adam.
Just finished the year-end review, 2015 edition, and I know you'll probably get a bunch of calls like this, but it was absolutely my favorite episode of the year. I love a lot of your episodes, and if someone sat me down and said, what's your favorite? I really don't know because I don't remember well enough because I listen to them so regularly that everything it's like one big tadpog to me. My go-to answer is always Axelay because that was one of my favorites from the beginning. And that's why Brandon's one of my favorites because I don't care anything about that game. Never played it. I've never even seen screenshots of it. But that hobo story, man, it got me. It hit me deep somewhere that I'll just be in my room or at work and just under my breath mutter, "Go bullet, motherfucker," and I will lose it. So there's just something about that episode. And Ian's right; it brought us Tropical Capricorn, and that is something that stayed from really early on, and I liked that a lot. So this episode was so good. I enjoyed it so much. I laughed. Even at times when I didn't know what was going on, I laughed. And so enjoyed it, enjoyed the whole cast. I loved having Jacob in the background throw in his comments every once in a while. That was good. Always brings the episode to a 10 with Jacob on board. And just wanted to call and encourage you guys with that. I will not stop calling, even if everything goes to crap. I'll be the one listening. You guys got that straight. So I'll be there. I wanted to throw in some ideas on why certain things are the way they are. I honestly think that Ashley Shake is probably one of your top searched results, because if anybody ever sees anything to do with TADPOG and they see the name Ashley Shake, they immediately get onto Google private window and Google Ashley Shake, because they're pretty confident that you somehow got a really popular female porn star to be on TADPOG.
We're working on it.
Shake sounds like a super porn name. So they're probably trying to figure out what kind of cam she has. Then ends up leading to your TADPOG page, and they just stay, because once you're hooked, you can't leave. Look at Ian. He lives there now, so he knows what's up. So maybe that's it. I don't know. Good luck figuring all that out. And I do like Ashley Shake, but not as much as I like Brandon, and not as much as I like Jacob, and not as much as I like Ian, and not as much as I like John Turley. But thank you guys. Love you guys. Thanks for serving, John. Glad you're back. I'll call you guys soon. Love you.
We love you too.
But he does like him better than Josh, Nicole, Miller, McElwain, Tyler Dunnigan, Blake, Sam, Joe, Jason, Paul, Phil, Chandra, Paul, Micah,
Dygus.
That was way back. Yeah, I guess that's it. I think that's it.
Did you say Kyle?
No, I didn't say Kyle. Kyle, one episode, can't get it back again.
Taryn. Did he say Taryn?
No, we didn't say Taryn. You're right. I can be talking frequently with Kyle back and forth. I mention the show, and then I don't hear from him anymore. He stops the conversation. When he was in town for Christmas, like I pulled him aside. I was like, "Hey, don't quit talking to me if I bring up Tadpog. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but don't be flaky." He was like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Meg, Nikki.
No, Meg and Nikki. Oh yeah, those people.
Oh, I had to throw it in there because I just, forgot that Nikki had been on the show.
Jorge.
It's been so long. Jorge, yes. Oh God, why did we start this list? Because now we've definitely left people off who are listening who are like, those motherfuckers. Galen.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're forgetting. Why did you start this, Tyler? This is awful. Drew, Bailey.
Yeah.
Fuck. Who else?
I was about to say that's got to be it when you name four more.
Drew, Bailey, and Hops and Heroes, so they're not mad that they're the last two that we listed.
Yep.
Hops and Heroes, it's a podcast. Go listen to it.
I feel like that's got to be it.
Oh God,
I feel like that's
there's
gotta
no
be
way
it.
that's
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's it.
We're very sorry that we forgot you. We're very, very sorry that we forgot you. Dennis.
Tim.
All right, we'll think of the rest.
Sure that's it now.
We'll think of the rest later. Ryan, your brother.
Oh man. Rachel, Meg's niece.
Rachel, yeah, forgot about Rachel. Oh man, I gotta take a break. I gotta take a minute.
We end it there. That's pretty good.
Okay. Oh.
Thanks for listening, everybody, from the show on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. So to miss the next episode, we'll be talking about Darkwing Duck for the NES. We still love those 5-star iTunes reviews. We actually got 2 more. So I already mentioned Taryn, so I also want to mention Jerry the Skids. Thank you very much for leaving us a very kind, no requests in it, just a genuine, because you like us, 5-star iTunes review. Appreciate that very much. So if anybody else wants to be appreciated very much.
Blake.
I said Blake.
You said Blake?
I said Blake.
I'm not going to be, I'm going to be thinking about this all night.
So please go to iTunes, go to Find Tadpog, subscribe, give us a 5-star rating, write a review. If there's a game you want us to play, if there's a guest host you want to show, like if we don't remember them, just throw them in there. It's whatever. We promise, whatever, or a Patreon request. If you have something you want us for Patreon.
Yeah.
So whatever you want us to do, we'll do whatever you put it on there. We will promise we will do it eventually.
Can I, for the record, say that my favorite part of this episode is when he said iTunes. I love this show. I do. I love this show.
Zach.
Oh my, Ramon,
Brandon. he said Brandon,
so we're
All
good.
right. So Zach and Ramon.
Oh my God, we're not gonna have any friends.
Link,
yes. So that's gotta be it.
Oh man, this is a deep. Yeah, I didn't realize that's a deep rabbit hole.
So hey, Adam, we know you like the year in review so much that we decided to almost replicate it in the last 10 minutes of this show. Like Tyler said, thanks for listening, everybody. You can find us on tadpog.com.
Mm-hmm.
I have not been making show notes as we've been doing this. So you're
Who
in
knows
luck.
what's going to be on there?
It's just going to be
Jolie Rain clips.
Yeah, can you hook me up with that? And
Yep,
we'll do it.
I can.
You can also find us at Facebot.
Facebot and iTunes.
You can find us on facebot.org. There's a lot of cool people there doing a lot of cool shit. Thanks for everybody for making your Facebot account. I mean, I'm sure that's the best 30 minutes you've ever spent on the internet.
Does my dad count?
Yes, Randy counts, of course. You can also find us on Twitter. We are at @tadpog_podcast. It is cumbersome, we realize. Very special thanks to everybody who retweets us, especially our episode announcements, because that is all we use Twitter for, essentially. So I appreciate it that you help spread the word, that you like the show enough that you're willing to retweet. Leva, God, we are awful. We are the worst. Keep reading whatever list you're reading, because we need to get everybody for sure.
Well, see, somebody just a review was left by Big Girl Diva. Diva made me think of wrestling, made me think of Leva. So,
I'm gonna do the rest of this really slow, so you can continue.
I mean, we
to think.
called Phil Duvall. I don't think he really counts as a guest host, though. We just got his input.
Hey, we said Phil. That could be any Phil.
We could say Phil and Paul, and we cover a good chunk.
You know what else? Hey, you want to pay us for our good memories?
Wiley and Laura.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Hey, want to reward us? You can give us money if you want. We're at Patreon. You can find us at patreon.com/tadpog. Thank you a whole lot to everybody who just donated. I should have prepared a list of people to thank who have recently updated their pledge or made a new pledge. But I've got two off the top of my head.
Two dudes.
Yeah, bonus episode, that counts. I know that Master of Coin, Ryan, he increased his pledge amount. I haven't looked on the
John
leaderboard.
Sullivan.
Yeah, John Sullivan. Man, we did a bad job.
I totally derailed your thought, didn't I?
Yeah. No, I'm sitting here like, yeah, we forgot everybody. And also Phil.
And Paul.
Phil updated his pledge on Patreon by 50 cents because he reversed toward us.
Yeah. Oh man.
You can mail us stuff if you want.
Yes.
I don't have that address.
I'll pull that up.
But Tyler might.
Fuck it, I'll pull it up.
Get in there quick before.
Normally I do. I pull up tadpog.com to look. And I was looking through 5-star reviews for inspiration for my memory.
Get in there quick before Taryn puts her box in Nicole's box.
So you can anything you want to send us, please send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PL Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002. It's also in the show notes.
So watch all the Jolie videos and then read the PO box address below. I am sitting here racking like you know the sound that a processor made in the early 1990s, just the grinding sound. That's what's happening right now. The green light on my forehead is flashing.
Mike Bloom was on with
Yeah.
John.
Yep. Soon to be Chris Edler, right? That's
Yep.
in the works.
That's in the works for the 31st.
Good. Shit, we forgot people. I know that we did.
I'm pretty sure that's everybody now. I'm pretty sure that's pretty good.
Sean McElwain.
I think I said McElwain.
You said McElwain?
I think I did. I might not have, though.
See, I'm at the point now where I'm paranoid and I'm just throwing out names.
Oh, well, okay. Our theme song is Moves on Sycamore Drive. Look at that track. About.com. How do you want to close this out?
Like all the people we just forgot.
Okay. So
the forgotten souls of TADPOG.
So until next time, Tropical Capricorn. Those fucking guys.
Mine was a mournful spirit.
No, mine was just vengeful.
Yeah,
Poltergeist.
You were 28 days later. They planned it. A text message was sent that said, "Hey, tonight hamster dance," and then the recipient of that knew what was up.
Remix or original? Remix, bitch.
Yeah.
This isn't love making. It's fucking.
Yeah. There's no love involved. Not when hamsters are involved.